Hello everyone, it's me, Pixel here with me, there's a certain owl.
Who? Me?
Yes.
Hi.
Hi Astra, hi Ado, welcome everybody.
Hi everyone. How's it going? Please don't mind me. I'm just dying over here. I'm just dying.
We're finally starting chapter 6 after 1 year and 3 months, more or less.
Oh my, yeah, something like that. Oh my god, what the hell? It's like every single time that we start a new chapter, we're like, oh my god, we're here.
Remember that the other day I sent you that video of the girl that I know that cosplayed Beatrice?
Beatrice.
Okay, yeah, after that I got a video of an Italian girl saying that this game is longer than War and Peace.
I think it's longer than the English Bible, actually, as well.
I mean, War and Peace is longer than the Bible, I think.
Oh, okay.
I am not 100% sure.
It's a very long game.
But I think that it got... sure. Basically, they say, yeah, this game got more wars than War and Peace. How many chapters? 8 in total. So we are like more than half done.
Nine.
Oh, yeah, nine because there's...
Technically 8 episodes and 1 extra.
There's an extra episode, yeah, but I suppose the extra episode is a lot shorter than the others.
It's 3 hours long. It's very short.
Yeah, considering consider how long are the other chapters? That 3 hours are nothing. I mean, I could do that in one stream.
3 hours are nothing. Yeah.
We could do that in one single stream, but if we are very fast.
No, we couldn't. Pixel, look at me in the eye and tell me that you're just gonna read without saying anything.
That's never gonna happen. That's never gonna happen.
So it's gonna be 2 lives.
That's never gonna happen. Not even in my wildest dream that's gonna happen. That I read everything and I don't have comment on every single word, or something comes to my mind and I formulate an entire fucking theory about something.
Trust me that you're gonna want to...
Oh, and yeah, wait. I'm talking about theories. I haven't said that live because I was talking about that to you. But I have a huge theory that could explain everything. I have nothing that... And I tried debunking it myself, but there's nothing in my mind that nothing that I can remember that can destroy this theory that I'm gonna say. Okay, so
I'm just gonna stay silent here, okay?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything.
You know already what I talked about, but I just wanted to say I wanted to say this live again. Okay, basically, what if the end? All these chapters, we know that basically the chapters are messages in bottle about the murders happening in the island. About what happened on the island, because they could even be. It could be that also they aren't murders because the bodies have never been found. So a typhoon went to this island. Something happened. We don't know what. They only found. Nobody has been found anymore. Alive, dead. Not even bodies. Nothing. Okay. So what happens? What if? What we are seeing here right now are none other than the messages, the description that are found inside bottle thrown at sea, message in a bottle thingy, usual thing. They are signed as being written by Maria, but they are written with the calligraphy of Beatrice, and we know that because it's the same calligraphy as the one used in Maria's diary when Beatrice wrote that thing on the diary and wrote that. What if, and follow me here right now, every chapter is one of those different stories told. They all follow a similar writing, because chapter 1, one could say that chapter 1 has been written by Maria herself. Because, I mean, she's autistic and she can probably change handwriting whenever she wants. So I could believe that. I could see that happening. And we know that she's actually a lot smarter than she pretend to be. I mean, we have seen that happen. We have seen that happen when she becomes evil, or I don't know, she becomes a witch or stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
But when she doesn't speak like a child, let's say it like that. It's kind of like she's like bipolar or like have a split personality, but it's not like a really split personality. It's like a different way of talking completely. When she imitated Beatrice's laugh, let's say it like that.
Mm-hmm.
So one could say that the first chapter has been written by her, and other chapters are being written by other people pretending to be Beatrice herself, and written with the same handwriting, just copying the same handwriting on purpose. What happens is every chapter is a different is one of those stories being read by Beatrice and Butler, and Butler has to explain what happens in human terms, because magic is only in the text and it's not like it ever happened, but you have to explain what happened or why that is not magic. Beatrice never existed because she's the one that wrote the thing, but she didn't exist. It's all like a pen name or stuff like that. It's an invention of Maria. Like every other thing, and consider that every other magical items, it's like the Sister Sisters and other stuff, and even Sakutaro, they're all made by Maria herself. We don't know about the stakes, but I mean, she could have seen the stakes that, oh yeah, they look like there could be sisters and all of that. I mean, I could see that happening. She did that with bunnies and stuff, and they became girls with bunny ears and all of that. So she could do that. Honestly, I could see that happening. So yeah, and that would explain a lot of stuff and why there's magic. And because magic is a thing that Maria created to not feel lonely and to feel like she had like an actual mother and not whatever evil thing is Rosa. And all of that. And that would explain why Butler became a sorcerer, because he understood all of that right now, because of course he couldn't understood it immediately, but I mean, and the gold truth is none other. You get the gold truth none other than when you understand that all that is works like that. And I hope I'm not throwing this in the air and not on this is truth, but because this could explain everything. I think I said everything I wanted to say.
Yeah, I think so. I was checking with your messages.
I don't think there's anything I could add. I tried debunking it myself with stuff that I know, but everything checks. Maybe I'm forgetting something that it could be, but I mean, you could tell me, okay, if I'm forgetting something.
What I told him is that I validate his Bluetooth for now.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing that I said.
Okay, it wasn't working. Now it's working. Okay, we can start
Last
chapter
time
6.
in Umineko.
Chapter 5 ended. Butler became a sorcerer. He got the gold sword power of the golden truth. And what else? Well, he's the lord of the next chapter. Apparently, is of the next round. Apparently. Yeah. So yeah, we can see what happened. Is he gonna have the cape now?
Yes.
Okay.
If I had a tablet, I would have shown you it.
I mean, okay, I could have my answer right now. I mean, yeah. Literally in the portrait.
Good morning. It is at The last time for the curtain to rise on Butler's game. Let us observe the fight from the opposite side of the chessboard. Can Butler succeed in playing the demanding role of the game master? There is no longer any difficulty level. At this point, these aren't hints, but a confession. I'm so ready. I'm so scared.
Why are you scared?
Yes.
Why are you scared? Really? Why?
I know what's coming. Of course I'm scared.
You're always scared every time.
Yes, that's because I know what's gonna happen. A beautiful glow shone in from the skylight over the grand cathedral. The place was somehow different from the way it had been during the witch's trial.
Everything's very white, and this look like this decoration with roses and white drapes, and it's kind of look like there's gonna be a marriage or something.
The decoration had changed.
Yeah.
The several pleasantly sparkling white ribbons were paper thin, but they were hung beautifully in the air.
Come on, it's a marriage thing.
Flowers were arranged all over in a way that would make any place look cheerful. It was like how a single drop of impure water could spoil an entire cask of wine. Just the presence of the flowers, the ribbons, and the red carpet that ran down the center of the room made it hard to believe that this was the same place Ushiromiya Natsuhi had been falsely accused of a crime.
But let's check one thing. Sorry, I'm gonna go back. Oh, okay, you don't really see in the... There's no slide down. You don't really see in the middle. Okay.
Yeah. It had truly become a wedding chapel.
Yeah, see?
Hi. That's one. There's two.
Okay, they're twins, and the blue one is a boy, because at least it sounded as male.
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean,
honestly
the
don't
voice
know.
was male-like, at least.
Yeah, that's what I thought. These words, spoken by the two demons who seemed to be in charge of this gathering, were part of a ceremony for making an oath of love before the eyes of God. Of course, in this wedding celebrated by demons, there was no priest in sight.
Of course.
Instead, there stood the witch who controls miracles.
Oh, okay, that's what I wanted to say. The thing in the middle there, but it seems the same. What the heck? Wait, they're getting married? What the heck? They're getting... Oh god, really? Really? That
Wait,
much?
who is getting married? Wait.
No.
Clarify, who is
Erika and Bear Castle. No? I was talking about that because self-love and stuff like that. No? Erika and who then? Wait, it's not there. It's not those two. Who's the groom? Thank you.
The bride standing on the carpeted path was Furudo Erika. The groom's face couldn't be seen.
Of course.
The bride's outfit was, without a doubt, a pure white wedding dress.
There's nothing pure about that dress, especially the person who wears it.
Exactly. The bride's veil represented both the white of God's blessings and the white of the demon's cruelty. A great many goat nobles, witches, and demons were gathered for this wedding. If only their heads hadn't been those of goats. It would probably have seemed to be a very refined crowd worthy of this great cathedral.
さすがよベル。いちいち考えることがえぐいったらありゃしない。
Uh-huh.
辞める夫に支える妻。
Who's the husband?
素敵じゃない。お似合いよ、エリカ。
It can't be Butler.
そして、あなたにもおめでとう、新郎。
It can't be Butler. Come on.
At that point, Berncastel stares straight into the groom's eyes. The groom didn't answer.
Of course. He would be telling too much already.
His eyes were grey.
Wait, no. Butler got grey eye? I don't remember the colors of Butler's eyes.
His lips would mutter something from time to time, but no one could tell if the words meant anything.
ねえ、聞いてる？あんたたち。
She spoke to the groom in the plural.
What?
Of course, there was only one groom. And of course, the grey-eyed groom didn't answer. I think Butler got teal eyes?
Yeah, I remember they were in green, but I wasn't 100% sure.
聞こえてはいても答えられませんか？安心してバトラさん。
Oh, what? Okay, it's Butler. Why?
あなたのすべてを私がにじり尽くしてあげますから。
The Witch of Miracles sneered with an evil smile that could make even demons want to avert their gaze. Even that sneer provoked no response from Butler's demise.
人は愛のために生きるのです。すなわち、今日あなた方は生まれてきた意味を、目的を成し遂げた。
生きる力、愛の力のなんと偉大なことか。
For a moment, I thought the colors were one negative of the others, but no, it isn't. They don't match up because the eyes are the same, and I mean, of course, the dress. Also, the hairs are a little bit different.
今日という日の輝きがどうかお二人を永遠に祝福しますように。
うるさいわ、悪魔ども。次の次第は何よ。
お二人に永遠の愛の制約を求めます。
その次は指輪の交換を。
On Butler's hand was a ring bearing the seal of the one-winged eagle, proof that he was the territory lord of this world.
Oh, I get everything now. I understand everything now. Erika wants to become the territory lord of this world, and that's why. And that's why she even said, "I'm gonna take something I'm gonna take something of yours." So yeah.
And on Erika's finger was a diamond ring that could not be shattered by any miracle. Diamonds signify an eternal bond. However, in Greek, the word for diamond simply means unbreakable. Erika wasn't vowing to love Butler forever. She just wanted to take Butler as her property for all eternity.
Yeah.
This wedding was being performed for the sole purpose of humiliating Butler.
Pretty clear.
ご安心を。あなたを永遠に愛したりなんかします。だからこの挙式はあなたを征服する儀式です。あなたの心は永遠に脱出不可能の密室に閉じ込められ、この私、探偵にして真実の魔女フルドエリカに支配される。あんたの持つ領主の座もその証の指輪も。
ない。
なんです？
出られ。
And get out.
Oh, Butler, you're so stupid.
I mean, that was. I mean.
Yes, but trust me. This is like the reason why I say Butler is stupid.
But I mean, did we pass the point at where Butler stopped being stupid with all that scene on the end of chapter 5?
But Butler is still Butler, so he's still stupid. He's like stupid at heart.
出られないですよね、その密室。あんたが自分で作った密室なんですから。
What?
There we go.
あんたは永遠にその密室で苦しむんです。私は妻として、あなたのそばに永遠にいて、その苦悶の表情を独り占めします。あなたを永遠に。後ろ宮バトラー。
No, there we go.
Ah, it's the same as chapter 5. It's the same music at least.
Yeah, it's the same music. Let's see if it's the same video as well.
Yeah, I think it's the same.
Maybe the demons are gonna appear now. I'm not sure.
It's the exact same. The exact same.
I'm gonna be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I used not to like this one at all.
Oh,
It's
why?
kind of growing on me.
Why?
I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because I grew so attached to the
With the other
question one.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
I love the question one.
The Witch
so
of
much,
Theater
but-
going.
Oh shoot! Okay, sorry. I will compose myself. All that
just
could be
confused.
heard was the sound of the wind. A sound of misfortune, strong enough to bring sadness and unease to those who heard it. Slowly, I came back to my senses. I finally regained consciousness on top of a bed with a firm mattress. Where was this again? I couldn't remember where this was, but I could vaguely recall that it was very bad for me to be here. The room was dimly lit. There was a light on, but that just made the darkness and eeriness of the room more apparent.
Oh, is this the locked room that Erika was talking about?
I think so. There were no curtains over the window, but it was too dark outside to see anything beyond it. If I squinted into that pitch blackness, it felt as though I would see the witch of the forest peeking back at me through the darkness. And I averted my gaze from the window in fear. I couldn't see or hear it, but I got the feeling that if I left this room, it would be bright and warm, and someone would be there for me.
Oops.
I have to get to where everyone else is right now. A bad memory from where I was very young began to well up. I was having trouble staying awake during a family gathering, and the next thing I knew, I was laying on a bed in a room I'd never seen before. I have the horrible, painful memory of waking up there feeling incredibly lonely and crying my eyes out. This room, I'm not supposed to be here. I just want out. Once I started to think that way, I didn't want to stay in this room a second longer than I had to. This room scares me. It's creepy. Where is everyone? I want to get out of here right now. I opened the door, trying to leave the room. A pleasant glow snuck in through the crack of the door. As I thought, the corridor was filled with a comforting light. I couldn't actually hear them, but I could sense that far away people were enjoying themselves. Everyone else must be gathered in the room across from this one. I've been shut up in this lonely, creepy room all alone. I should go, quickly.
Oh!
Oh!
3D animation, wow, okay.
As soon as I thought this, a merciless metallic sound rang out, and the door refused to open any further. The chain had been set. I've always hated chain locks. You can open a normal lock just by twisting. But chain locks are built in a kind of annoying way where it's difficult to undo them easily. So I've hated them since I was very young. See? Even this chain is causing me trouble, and I just can't get it undone. Why is this happening? I just want to leave this creepy room right away. Just on the other side of this thin door, everything is bathed in a warm light. But this is amazing!
Wow, 3D animation is something I wasn't expecting in this game, honestly.
I can't undo it. I just can't undo this chain. The more desperate I grew, the more the unsettling darkness of this room seemed to close in on me from behind, and the more frightened I became. Then I finally noticed. There was something wrong with this chain. Yes, there is a chain, but this isn't a chain lock. This is just a chain staked into the door so that it can't open any further. In other words, it isn't made to be opened. What the hell's going on? Who'd do something like this, damn it? No matter what I did, no matter how much I struggled, I couldn't pull out the stake or undo the chain or break the mechanism. This door was just a demon's mouth, made to trick me into thinking it would open before crushing my hopes a moment later. Even so, if only I could just open this door somehow, I could get out into that pleasant corridor. This desire forced me to keep my hand glued to the doorknob. But it was useless. Both the chain and the stake were firm, and though they clattered about, there was no chance of them letting the door open any further.
Is a stake one of the stakes?
It's not clear. Even though I could see the pleasant hallway through the crack, I had no chance of opening the door any further. Maybe someone will come if I yell. Maybe the door can be opened easily from the outside. When I thought this, I tried to call out to someone, but it was as though the wind had been knocked out of me. I could mouth the words, "Someone come here," but no voice left my lips. What's going on? Someone come. Why could I cry out? Help me, help me, help me! Not even being able to say help me out loud scared me more than anything. And if I turned around, the witch gazing into the room from the darkness outside might now be inside the room, standing right behind me.
Honestly, this sounds terrifying.
Yeah. I'm frightened. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. Someone help me. Someone help me. I can't get out. I can't get out. Let me out of this room. Help me. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Help me.
You don't have to read that. It's okay.
Please help me.
Oh, I got a character update. Oh.
お嬢、先方がいらっしゃったそうですぜ。
One sec, because I noticed that I had to adjust one thing. Okay, good.
Did you recognize the voice?
It's a Mazuka.
Amakusa.
Amakusa. Yeah, him. Oh! Oh!
Let's go! Let's go!
Final descendant of Shimiya family 12 years in the future. In the middle of the journey to reach Shokijima, while evading pursuit from the Sumedera family, she sucked into the world of an impossible memory. She used several truths in the past games and possessed enough power to represent observers. It is said that many witches are fond of her bad attitude, and many of them even have an eye of becoming their master. Okay, so we are back into the future of Eva being the only survivor?
Who knows? Amakusa ran his finger down my cheek. I awoke in an instant from the doze I had just been in. I glared at Amakusa for waking me up in such a creepy way, but he just played dumb.
They're gonna end up together, these two, aren't they?
I kinda ship them, but
Yeah, it's not clear. Okay, but I mean, it's pretty obvious.
I mean,
I mean,
I like them. I like their chemistry. Let's just
yeah,
say.
yeah, yeah. I mean, they work very well.
Where is this? It feels like a parlor in the house of some well-off person. But I have no memory of this place at all. Where is this? And why am I?
お嬢、寝ぼけてるんですかい？
ええ、ごめん、ここ、どこ？
はあ？
Apparently, he hadn't expected me to forget something like that just because I wasn't fully awake yet. Oddly enough, I agreed. Why am I in this parlor that I don't recognize? The sound of the footsteps of the person or people that Amakusa had mentioned had come right up the opposite side of the door. I could hear the sound of a conversation. They were probably women. Judging by the coffee and snacks laid in front of me, I was the guest here. In that case, I'd better remember why I came here. Or at least who it was I came to visit.
Don't ask me, I have no idea.
Who am I? Ushiromiya Enge. Who is the man standing behind me? Amakusa Juza.
Oh.
Former guard of Eva's, an extreme thrill seeker who accepts dangerous jobs for little pay. He had served as Ange's bodyguard before, but after he broke Eva's strict order not to talk to Ange countless times, Eva ultimately took a dislike to him and let him go.
Of course.
Ange herself didn't find him all that bad because he was someone she could talk to. JSDF, Foreign Legion, private military companies, this man has traveled them all and has skill in counter sniping and escorting VIPs.
Okay, we know that it's still that future. So this must be after Enche got on Rokkenjima in the future. So where the fuck are we?
The man who used to be my guard long ago. He's now the bodyguard Okonogi assigned me. In that case, after Onteva died, I must have thrown off my pursuers. and gone on a journey to find out what happened on that day 12 years ago.
Yes.
Is that what happened?
Yes? Question mark?
Did I have a memory of this?
Is this the best fragment she could get that Berncastle was talking about?
I mean,
The best thing she
the
could have?
best fragment she could accept.
She could accept, yeah.
After a knock, the door opened. And the person I must have come here to meet entered along a maid. Oh, wonderful. Even after seeing her face, I can't remember who she is.
お待たせいたしました。八条東也先生でございます。
Oh?
That's a relief. The maid introduced her to me first. And I finally remembered who she was. She? I was sure it was a he.
失礼ながら先生で。
ええ、私が八条東也です。
What's this now? They weren't enough character already, yeah?
A message bottle forger. She is a mysterious novelist, and the mysteries surrounding her outnumber even those found in her novels. Claiming to have found the truth of Rokkenjima, she writes new tales and publishes them on the web, as though giving out extra hints. However, I have no memory of meeting her before my trip to Nijima.
Okay, so it is as I said, there's people forging the messages in the bottle. Message bottle forger. I mean...
Bottle forger.
Yeah? No? You're not gonna answer? Because of course.
週刊誌に先生のサイン会の件が載ってましたぜ。サングラスにマスクでがっちりガードした謎の男性作家。まさか女の先生だったとは。こりゃどういうわけで？
あれは編集部の方に手配していただいたあのサイン会の時、後ろに待機していた海添が私でした。
こりゃ驚いた。先生の作品は読んだことないが、多分あんた本人の方がよっぽどミステリーですぜ。
読者など本を読んでいるふりをしているだけ。作者名とブランドだけで本を読み、読んだつもりでいる。彼らには私の本に何が書いてあっても何も読んでなんかいない。
What? So wait, she writes books that nobody writes?
Nobody reads.
Nobody reads? Sorry. What? And why people... Wait, why does people buy them if not read them? Based on the name of the author and the brand? What?
ただ今、流行りの作品は欠かさず読んでいるとインテリブるために。
Ah, I see. Role players, I see.
その程度の者どもにどうして我が身をさらせようか。はあ、汚らわしきかな、汚らわしきかな。
なるほど。確かに。あな
Oh
たが
god, this is right. She has the
She has the ring.
the ring on. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
she has the ring. So in this version, she got the ring. I see.
I miss Angel so much. This person really is eccentric.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. This is Achijo Toya herself.
Achijo
Toya.
I'm sure that I know what Achi means, but I forgot.
Wait. 8? Hachi should be 8 as a
8?
number.
Oh, that's what
Number
it is.
8.
Yeah, 8. Achi. Number 8? No, because that would be Achigo. I don't know
No,
that.
Jo is something else, but Hachi.
Hachi is 8. Yeah, that's what Hachi is, yes.
Hachi, Jo, Toya. Wait, I'm looking at the kanji.
Yeah, I'll read in the meantime. Hachi Toya is the mystery novelist who become the center of discussion lately. Although her actual books are also apparently highly praised, it's her mysterious debut that attracts so much attention towards her lately. Last year, she somehow managed to win several different awards for exceptional mystery novels offered by multiple large publishing companies, submitting each of her works under a different pen name. And
She actually has the kanji of 8 in her name.
I mean, Hachi, yes, it's 8. So
Two 8, two kanji for 8.
2 different kanji for 8?
It's not different. It's the same kanji. It's 2 times.
Yeah, no, I
Hachi is
mean
one
2
in,
different.
Hachijo,
Oh, yeah, there we go.
and the other one in Toya. I didn't recognize it because it looks different here.
Ah. Hachijo Toya.
Hachijo Toya. The second one in Toya is another Hachi, but it's read differently.
It's very different, yeah.
And after that, several highly regarded anonymous works were discovered one after another to have been stories that she had written in the past under false names. And her popularity soared as she herself became more mysterious than her books.
Is it a self-insert?
I think so.
Because, I mean...
I think so. I would say so.
I mean,
Personally, I
kinda sounds like that. Also
Yeah.
using, I mean, Yukishi is not the real name, of course, and there's stuff that and there's also things because I read it. There's also things that Rikishi published on himself, wrote himself but with a different pen name and stuff like other games. Very simpler games.
Yeah, honestly, I would say so. I would
So
classify this as
it would be that.
Yeah. Despite all of this, the author herself never appeared in public, and everything about her was wrapped in a veil of secrecy. However, just a few days ago, this author had finally made a public appearance for a book signing, showing up with a mask that covered his face and drawing even more public attention. And yet, apparently even that had been a fake.
Out of style, I see.
Given this person's radically unconventional track record, it was hardly a surprise to hear her casually insult her fans like this.
後宮エンジェさんのこともワイドショーでも随分いろいろやってましたから
I wonder,
私もよく知っていま
at this
す
point I wonder if Yukishi himself offended his own fans.
Probably with
どう
this
せろく
comment.
な話じゃないよ
Probably?
Probably with this comment, he would.
Probably. Because it could be, and that I could understand though. Because probably there's people saying, oh yeah, I read you this thing and it means that, right? And it's like, no, that doesn't mean that at all. You haven't read the shit. I could understand that, honestly.
Imagine reading Umineko and saying that Petricha has no depth. Sorry, I still remember that.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah. I mean, I could imagine people going towards him and at meetup and stuff and saying, "Oh yeah, I read this thing. This part is beautiful with that meaning of this thing," and like, and there's him on the other side. That thing doesn't mean at all. Whatever you say. I could see that honestly. I could see that honestly. I could understand at least the feeling.
Yeah, especially with works like these.
Yeah.
Which are kinda I don't know,
Very
veiled up
interpretative,
until the
and-
end. Yeah.
Yeah.
ええろくでもない話ばかりですよ気分一つで人を雇ったりクビにしたり何でもお金で解決しようとする無法者の乱暴者だとか
違いね
でも私はあなたのような頭のいい人は嫌いではない
Read as a book.
だから 会ってくれたんですか？
ええ。0576が私八条東也の別のペンネームだと見破ったのはあなただけ。
It's definitely Yukishi. Name and the
Yeah.
numbers. I mean, name and the numbers. Yeah, I mean, I bet. I have no proof, but I bet that Ito Kikuro, whatever that is, it's this uses it's a similar name to Rikishi written in Japanese. I don't know it, but I could see it.
It could be.
実に見事なるかな。
伊藤育黒0576。おかしなハンドルネームだったわ。でも数字に直すと110億1996万576と読める。
Of course, Angel. That
11
number. I'm not gonna read it.
Yeah,
I'm not
whatever
gonna...
that number is.
Its massive number is equal to 18 to the 8th. 18 to the 8th power. In Japanese, Toya no Achijo.
Oh, that's what her name is.
That's how you reach Achijo Toya.
よくできまし。実に見事。そんなあなただから私も直接会ってみたかったのです。ようこそ人の子よ、我が邸宅へ。
Her manner of speaking was extremely condescending. But perhaps, because of her elegant manner, it didn't feel particularly irritating. This person had a sort of majestic grandeur about her, which made that style of speech seem almost natural. At least, that's how it felt to me. In fact, it felt almost as though this was the manifestation of some noble being, who would have no need to show herself before mere humans under normal circumstances. Since I'm not particularly a fan of hers, I guess this is proof that her mysterious charisma really is nothing to be laughed at. Oh, that was perfect. However, I didn't come here to talk to Hachijo Toya, the mysterious novelist.
No. Oh, there is. Oh no, yeah, we read this already.
Yeah, we read this.
I forgot.
I'm interested in Ito Kokuro 0576, the mysterious web author who only releases her works over the internet.
It's definitely Yukishi, come on.
Around the Japanese parts of the internet, Ito Ikukuro is an extremely famous witch hunter.
Do we... Question, because I haven't checked because I'm afraid of spoilers. Do we know how Yukishi looks like? Or not?
I think we do. Wait, I'm not... But let me check. I think so, though.
Because I wanted to check, but, you know, spoilers, so I don't...
Oh yeah, no, we know.
I don't dare to Google that.
No, I'm gonna send a picture over. We know 100%.
Yeah, no, it's because I was wondering, because it wouldn't be too surprising, honestly, if it was like, oh yeah, we know that's... It's not even the first Japanese author about things that's like, you know, I pressed the button by mistake, but yeah. Whoa.
What is happening?
I pressed the auto. There we go.
He's 52? What?
I mean, I could imagine that. He has been publishing things in... even in the 80s, if I recall.
I haven't looked that up until now, honestly.
Did you send a picture? Because I...
Yeah, on your phone.
on my phone. Where's my phone? Oh, there we go.
Where's your phone?
Honestly, it doesn't look 52 at all.
No, I know, right?
Yeah, and then you talk about Amatsugai being forever 25. See? See, that's how it works.
Yeah. Around the Japanese parts of the internet, Itoikukuro is an extremely famous witch hunter. However, she isn't a big opinion leader like Professor Otsuki.
Which is the man from chapter 4.
Yes. Yes. She's one of those message bottle forgers who are always the center of vigorous debate. Message bottle forgers are, as the name suggests, people who forge and post the contents of ritual-filled message bottles, which purported to tell the story of the Rokkenjima incident. Claiming to have discovered a new message bottle, they post either a very similar counterfeit or a new theory with their own interpretation of the truth, claiming that it was written by Ushiro Miyamaria. They openly call themselves Ushiro Miyamaria, write up a new bizarre tale as if they had been there themselves and knew the truth, and send their stories out into the newest sea that humans have discovered, the internet, calling them the third or fourth message bottles.
I mean, see, that's what I was talking about in the big theory I was saying earlier. So yeah, that would explain that as well. And every chapter is just a new retell, a new message in a bottle. And that would explain all of the strange stuff that happens. And that would explain why every time different thing happens. And that would also explain why suddenly there's a detective.
All of the first forgers were either simple pranksters or crooks trying to swindle collectors. However, eventually, people who claimed to have solved the riddles of the message bottle's tales and reached the truth started to appear. And they started to work at creating third and fourth message bottles from Ushiro Miyamaria, as though they had moved over to the riddle teller side.
Okay, so basically what you're telling me is the moment you understand everything that's going on, you understand the truth,
Yes.
you can become another person that write another type of story. That must mean something. Sounds very important. Sounds very important. The moment you understand the truth, you can tell. Question: if I understood the truth, could I write my own chapter of Umineko?
You could. I could write that Umineko chapter.
That would also explain that. That would also make sense in what I was talking about earlier. And because the moment you read and you understood everything, you understand the rules of the magic, you understand who is the point of view, and you understand how the person that wrote the thing thinks, and how magic works, and all of that. So you could write your own version and add magic to that, and add witches, and technically you become a witch yourself? Because you use magic to write a new story?
I'm not gonna answer.
I know, but still, I'm thinking if that makes sense or not.
I think it makes sense.
It does. I mean, I'm thinking if that is. I'm questioning myself on the possibility of this thing. Because if I understand everything, I finished the thing, the entire message in the bottle. I understand the truth. I understand how magic works. I understand. And it could be something very simple like, oh yeah, magic is something that a little girl sees and cannot understand or choose to think that that is magic. And for her, magic exists. And that's why there's magic and witches and all of that. And it all came out from her first spell, which is her saying "ooh" because it's the spell to make your mom love you. And that's honestly very sad, but still.
Don't say that.
It is. It would make sense. I don't know.
These people rewrote the tale of the witch with whatever interpretation they wanted, and every once in a while, certain theories would gather an enormous amount of support on the web. Because of this, some of these creations began to be so widely trusted that they were believed to contain some grain of truth. The more rigid witch hunters openly despised these people, calling them forgers, counterfeits, or just witches.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Though they claim to have reached the truth, they refused to tell it, and created fake message bottles as though testing everyone else.
Because if you know the truth, you can recognize which of these message bottles is real. Who said that the chapter? Maybe it's not chapter 1 that is the original one. Maybe it's any of the other chapter. It could be any of the chapters. The order is not really important.
It's no surprise that the serious witch hunters were very annoyed by these forgers. However, there were many people who simply liked to entertain themselves with the occult fantasy of Rokkenjima. And a small number of those accepted these creations as literary works. Glad of this expansion to the mysterious tale. Of all the forgers, Itoi Kukuro was one of the most highly regarded.
End of the Golden Witch 読ませてもらいました。
It's the name of the chapter! Fuck! It is as I said!
Oh my god!
It is just like everything made fucking sense now. Okay.
人の親族をよくも好き放題に殺せるものです。
それが言いたいためだけにわざわざここへ？いいえ、違うでしょう。後宮家の最後の末裔よ。
In her latest forgery, And, she killed off at least 7 of my relatives during the story. No, if you count Alliance and Banquet, the other forgeries she's made before now.
Which are other chapters?
Yes.
No, I know for sure that they are. It wasn't a question.
That she's killed off most of my family in horrible ways over and over again.
Don't laugh, okay?
Sorry.
Don't say
Of course I
sorry.
want to complain. Okay. However, all of their works are known for being in both form and level of completion. The closest tales to those written by Ushiro Miyamari herself. In particular, Itoi Kukuro first forgery, Banquet of the Golden Witch,
Which is another chapter, but I don't remember the name.
was a depiction
The
so
number,
complete
I mean.
that it even included Ushiro Miyamoto's escape to Kuwodorian.
Oh,
Banquet is the third one.
it's chapter 3. Mm-hmm.
I think it's chapter 3, yes.
Yeah.
People wondered whether this might be the true story of Rokkenjima, and it even made onto the talk shows. So far, all of these tales have been nothing more than electronic text on the web.
How many chapters did she wrote?
However, people will eventually realize that Itoi Kukuro is actually Achijo Toya.
Is there any way to say it? No. No, I should go back to the title. I'm gonna do it.
Save it and go back to the
I'm
title.
gonna do it.
Go!
I'm gonna do it. They said, let me read again.
Banquet,
Banquet, Alliance
and
and End. over and over again. I
I
mean,
think and
and
chapter
Alliance
5,
and Alliance and
Alliance is
Banquet.
4.
Yeah, but what I mean
And-
is she only wrote those 3, or even more.
No, it says wait. Latest forgery.
Latest forgery is End. But if you
no,
count
okay.
Alliance and Banquet,
The other forgery she's made before now, so it's all.
it's those 3. Okay,
Those 3.
I saved. Yes, right.
Yes, you said. I'm having so much fun right now.
So wait.
Bing,
Legend-
bong. Yeah. Okay.
Banquet,
Turner, Banquet,
Chapter 3, Chapter
Alliance.
4, and Chapter 5.
Okay, that checks out. I remembered Alliance being 4, but
So probably this one is the original one, or at least the first one that has been found. These 3 has been written by
Akijo Toya.
Toya. It could be that this one's been written by someone else entirely. Legend of the Golden Witch sounds very much like it's the first one. Because
It's also the one with the least hints.
yeah, but you don't. I mean, you write something and you call it Turn of the Golden Witch without even understanding what the Golden Witch is. It doesn't make any fucking sense. And even the description makes sense. I mean, there's also other titles I shouldn't be able to read, but still, if they're there, and I will abuse of that power.
Sure.
So, yeah. I don't know.
However, okay.
Yeah, we read this already.
We read this one. When that happens, these tales will become associated with that bizarre Hachijo, and no one will think of them as mere fan creations. People will probably start wondering if this might actually be a third message bottle she found and released under the guise of a story she herself wrote. When that happens, these stories will probably seem even more bizarre and credible.
狡猾ですね。
どうして？
そうしてあなたは自分の義書に神秘性と信憑性を与える。
信憑性とは？
それを得てあなたの義書は真実に昇華される。
昇華愚かしい。そんなもの私の作品には必要ありません。
It's new.
It came before as well.
なぜなら
during the same chapter,
あな
but
たの
a
作
little
品は
earlier,
義書では
yeah.
なく真実だから。
ええ、真実なのですから昇華など不要。
あなたはマリアお姉ちゃんじゃない。ましてやあの日の六軒島にも存在しない。なのにどうして真実などとおこがましいことを。
あ、じゃあ頭に血が上りすぎですぜ。
うるさいわね。私のどこがそうだってのよ。
Angie realized that she let her emotions get control over her. She let out a sigh and shrugged.
She still don't remember why she's here, though.
あなたがここへ来た理由は親族を義書の中で何度も殺めた私をなじるためではないでしょ。
Hachijo had been smiling at Angie kindly, but in a condescending manner. Or else, like a mother might watch over a very small child. Angie realized this and was unable to suppress her irritation. Apparently, Amakusa could tell that Angie was getting worked up. He joked around with her for a bit so that they could start the conversation over again from the beginning.
あなたが私に聞きたいのは私の至った真実でしょう。
Yeah.
どうして真実に至ったと確信を？
全ての物語を理解したからです。
だからどうしてそうだと確信を？
太陽が地球の周りを回っていたことはあると思いますか？
Achijo suddenly started talking about the geocentric model. Angie was about to tell her not to answer questions with more questions, but she quickly realized what Achijo meant.
かつて人間は天動説を支持していた。しかし近代、それは否定されることとなる。
Actually, fun fact, the theory has been disproved much before Galileo, much time before Galileo, but people were afraid of saying it. Because saying that would be, oh yeah, we don't like that, so you die.
Yeah.
なら否定された瞬間に太陽は動きを止め、地球がその周りを回り始めたというのだろうか。
そんなわけもない。人間が何を信じようと真実は変わらない。
ならば今、あなたが私の真実を否定するのは。
Several scholars before Galileo proposed the heliocentric model. However, it was hard to objectively prove it using the scientific techniques available at the time. However, that didn't change the fact that it was the truth. And yet it moves.
Yeah.
真実はその立証のいかに関わらず真実だと？
It's the famous Galileo phrase, any of the moves. Eppur si muove.
Eppur si muove. The fact that we can say it in Italian, so
Yeah, I mean, Galileo is from Florence, so you know.
I know. No, of course I know, but I don't know. We're talking in English. We're playing a Japanese game.
And we can quote the Italian scientist saying the exact phrase he said in Italian, so you know.
Yeah, that's cool. I like it. Sorry.
Do you want any more layers in your stream, chat? Because we could have more. Just
There's
ask.
not enough layers.
Is there enough layer, or you want even more?
これより未来、やがて全ての真実が明らかになったと、私がすでに真実に至っていたと遡って人々は気がつくでしょう。
Apparently, Angel just couldn't stand Achijo's attitude. She kept getting irritated, and every time, Amakusa would joke around until she settled down again. See, look how cute!
What?
Look how cute Amakusa is to Angel.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what I was saying before.
Yeah.
He even woke her up very gently, and she thought he was a creep.
Oh well. However, there could be no mistake that Achijo was a genius, and had used their extraordinary intuition to form a most interesting perspective on the events that had occurred on that island. That was why Angel had wanted to contact the Itoikukuro and hear about her viewpoint. That name is never gonna stay in my head.
Itoikukuro.
Itoikukuro.
Itoikukuro, yeah. No, I was wondering. No, but it cannot be. I was wondering something, but no.
Still, she really was lucky to have been granted this meeting. Angel hadn't been absolutely sure that Itoi Kukuro was Achijo Toya. She hadn't thought that the publishing company would really contact the author. And most of all, she hadn't dreamed that the mysterious master author would grant her an interview under a short time. Under such short notice. Under such short notice. The more she thought about it, the more she realized that the sum of the events leading to this meeting made for nothing short of a miracle.
Tre tigri contro tre tigri.
tigri contro... No, tre tigri contro tre tigri.
It's harder than it looks, honestly.
Yes.
I'm sorry. It's double laughter because all this talking and then yes, and then we talk about and it suddenly looks yes.
You can continue reading if you want. I'm done with tonight.
That's okay. A miracle. After all, in most cases, I don't get contacted by the publishing company at all and leave for Nijiba the next day. I left for Nijiba, then I went on Rokkenjima. Then I gave Onecha and Sakutaro. Huh? Why would I have Sakutaro? My memory of the future is all muddled. My head. Wait, what do you mean of the future? Didn't that happen already? My head hurts. I just said something about showing Andrew something good. Rose from the sofa and headed for the study desk. When she turned her back, Amusuka asked Enje, who seemed to be troubled about something, if she was okay.
ねえ、天草、私っていつからここにいるの？
はあ？さっきから様子がおかしいですぜ。何事ですかい？
私、いつからここに座ってるのか記憶がないの。
まだ寝ぼけてんですかい？
そうじゃなくて。だって、私は確か大月教授とはアポイントが取れてたけど、伊藤育九郎の件では出版社から返事がなくて。結局、この日は一日何もできなかったんじゃなかったっけ？
はあ？
天草は、大きな黒いバッグを受け取りに行ったんじゃなかったっけ？
That's right. Just before we left for Nijima, Amakusa and I briefly parted ways. Said something about getting a weapon from an acquaintance of his, and he went to go get a large black bag. Wasn't that today? What am I talking about? I mean, didn't I go to Nijima, met Captain Kawabata, and inside the bed shop? Huh? What? Yeah, don't ask me, I'm as confused as you. My confusion and uncertainty make me sigh out loud. Even though Ashi's back was to me, she slowly turned around and smiled as though she had peered into my heart.
いいえ、何も。
Strange memories, one that I even can't understand. I tried to hide my confusion, but for some reason, Achijo had a strange glint in her eyes, as though she could read my mind.
私は何冊もの記書の中で何度もあなたのご親族を読みまるで魔女のように。
好きなだけ蘇らせて無限に、まるでベアトリーチェね。
Wait, what was the chapter called? The Witch of what?
Theater going.
She's the Witch of Theater going. All of this is fake! It's a theater. The background characters are fake. There's only her and Amakusa, and probably Amakusa is fake as well because he doesn't remember anything about that weapon thingy.
Like, I'm gonna unlock you a memory from a very long time ago.
Yeah.
Do you remember when I was still planning the witch outfit? I told you what kind of witch I would be.
This one?
I told you theater going or creation if I had to choose one from the game.
Yeah, do you think I remember that? I thought you made that up, honestly.
No, theater going was a thing.
I thought you made that up, honestly. I thought you. Oh, yeah, she must have made that up.
No. But it was way before. I think we were just starting chapter 1, I think, or something like that. It was a very long time ago.
Whoever
But I'm
wrote-
sure.
Wait. This meant that whoever write, she actually wrote the thing, and whoever write the chapter is a witch. Bergcaster and Lambda wrote chapters as well. What?
I'm gonna be so silent right now. I'm gonna be so.
Wait, no. Because Bern and Lambda, they say they are Voyagers, right?
Yeah.
So maybe they do not write. Maybe they just read different stories, and that's why they're Voyagers. And that's why Maria is the Witch of Creation. She created nothing, something from nothing. She brought the first thing because there was no other thing before. There was no chapter before the one she brought. She's the first to wrote the chapter. And that's why she's the Witch of Creation. That makes sense.
Such a field day today.
What?
I'm having such a field day.
That makes sense. She's the this one. Toya is the witch of theater going. Come on, of course. And all of these scene here is a stage. The background characters don't even. It's like they do not exist. Think about it. It makes sense.
だから私はやはりネット上で彼らがそう呼ぶように魔女なのかと思って。
She took a thickly packed brown envelope out of a locked drawer. It appeared to be filled bursting with pages of printed out text. Perhaps this was a manuscript for one of her works. And the neat letters written with a fountain pen on the envelope spelled out the word dawn, which is this chapter. There is no forgery by the name of Dawn, which must mean Angel could tell this was a new one. As is the newest unreleased forgery.
Dawn of the Golden Witch.
すべてを知る私にはすべてが退屈。しかし何も知らぬ無知にそれを読ませ、何がしかの反応を得ることは嫌いではない。
That's why the witches are bored. Because they know how everything works. And when they're in the story, everything is very boring. Because it's like you're reading a mystery novel and you know already everything. It's boring. That makes sense.
だ
Okay.
からあなたに読んでほしい。
新しい無限の魔女としての新作を
And that's why they challenge, and that's why they, and all of this, it's the fun for them. Of course, it's the same thing you're doing right now, you. I'm looking at you, Opie, right now.
What is?
It's what you're doing right now to me.
Yes. That's what I'm doing.
It's what you're doing. It's the same thing. Oh God! It's basically
I'm
it's
so
it's
enjoying
the
action right now.
yeah it's the oh my God oh how much mad that you want your story, dude.
Yes.
Seriously, I am without. I swear, I don't even know where to start. So that's why I wish it's like that, and that's why they enjoy making people suffer, because the suffering is you don't know, and I know. That's the fun of the, because of course it is fun. It does make sense, because and reading a thing when you already know how it works, it's boring and you don't want to do it, because when a big story is, oh yeah, the twist, if you read an Agatha Christie book and you already know who the culprit is, it's boring because you already know what happened. Same goes for any mystery novel. But if you read it with someone that doesn't know, the fun is, oh yeah, you understood that, or did you see that? It goes for everything. That goes for everything. It makes sense. So an endless witch is a person that knows how the thing goes and knows the ending and knows how everything works. And in chapter 5, Butler understood that. That's why he became a sorcerer. Okay, it makes sense.
そうです。人の子よ。あなたが憤慨しようとも感嘆しようとも、それは私の病を一時忘れさせる。
もう茶番は終わりにしましょう。あんたは誰？私の記憶にこんな出会いはないわ。
Yes, I did try to contact Ashi Toya. However, in the end, I never got a chance to meet her. In other words, all of this is a falsehood.
今度は私は誰の駒？悪いけど、この後ろ宮エンジェ。
I knew all this is fake.
飼いならせると思ったら大間違いよ。
やはりそなたは面白いかな。
Soundtrack, oh my god.
She finally couldn't hold it back and burst out laughing. Gradually, the space around them seemed to fill with a strange purple mist. The room itself seemed to twist and bend. Her figure also twisted, and after transforming into something that couldn't be described, she took the form of just what she had called herself, a witch.
見事なり。
Oh, she got like a kimono.
よくぞ私を見破った。
私ってつくづく魔女に好かれる性分ね。あんたたちに特徴的などこか人を舐めた口調。すぐに魔女だって分かったわ。
The novelist sitting on the sofa was nowhere to be seen. Even Angel's bodyguard was supposed to be around the time that he was gone. I told you it was fake! There was only a non-human figure relaxing in a large ornate rocking chair.
面白きかな、人の子よ。
Is it a moon or like or horns?
I think it's a device, if I remember correctly.
A thing on her head, but moon thing on her head. Oh, we don't have the.
No, it hasn't changed yet.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
Oh, by the way, look at that. He got the cape.
Oh yeah, I got the cape now. Oh, it looks good on this cape right now.
Yeah.
I still remember the other kind of sprites. Sorry.
Oh,
every now and then I'm like,
this is also a new description. The Endless Sorcerer and Final Game Master is the rule of the game board and the territory lord. To prove that he has won Beta's game, he must take on the position of Game Master. By succeeding in this, his victory will be acknowledged and Beta's game will reach his end. Because he knows that he will truly exist on a higher plane of all others. Which of through temporarily.
Also, detective, cosa something detector.
Percent number of skill detect. Yeah, this is the same as last time.
Yeah, it's the same.
Oh, these ones are probably still the same, yeah, for what I can read.
I think these are all the same.
Yeah, okay. Is she is her, the witch here, inspired by Japanese theater, traditional Japanese theater? That
I
would
mean,
explain. It would
Yeah.
make sense and would explain a lot of the way she dresses.
愉快なり、それでこそ我が退屈にふさわしい。
こっちは全然愉快じゃないわ。どうして私は生きてるの？私は名前を明かしたルール違反でひどい殺され方をしたと思ってたけど。
Well, I did doubt that those people would just let me go so easily. What kind of parts will I be forced to go along with this time? I really don't care. I'll just do whatever I can within the bounds of the role they give me, whatever I can to help on each end. Of course, I understand. Even if he wins, he'll never come back to me.
でもね、あがくわよ。あの日の私のところへお兄ちゃんを返すためにね。
そう生きり立たずともよい。私がそなたに求める役割は駒ではない。
じゃあ何の用で呼び出したの？
Wait, so what did she say? I'm not asking you to be a pistol.
まさかあんたの書いたとかいう新しい物語を読めとでも言う気じゃないでしょうね。
その通りだ。そなたに望むのは駒。もとより私は傍観者。あやつらのゲームにちょっかいを出す気など。
意味わかんないわ。あんたは私に何を期待してるの？
私のためにベアトリーチェの紡ぐかけらの観測者であれ。
観測者？よくわかんないけどお断りよ。
かつて私はバトラを通してかけらを鑑賞していた。しかし彼がゲームマスターを継承した今、観測者としてふさわしくないのだ。
Oh!
私は心より純粋な気持ちで物語を追っている。その私にとって今のバトラを通して観測することはさながら推理小説を逆さに読むにも等しい興ざめ。
お兄ちゃんがゲームマスター？何の話をしてるのかさっぱりだわ。
さっぱりだろう。知りたいであろう。私も知りたい。バトラがゲームマスターを継承し紡ぐ物語がどのようなものか、そしてバトラが至ったという真実がどのようなものか、私は病の深きに考えねば鼓動を続けることさえかなわぬ。
つまりあんたは新しい絵本を私に朗読してもらいたいってわけ？
そういう解釈でよい。見返りにそなたもまた自由に思考を旅することができる。そなたとて未だ真相には至っていないはず。続けたいはずだ。真相を知る旅を。
あんたに得をさせる義理がないわ。
生きがるな。私は時に寛大だが多くの場合そうではない。
She has a strange pose though. Angel hadn't yet reached the truth either. Though she knew that the game was little more than a toy for the witches to play with, she wanted it to resume so that she could follow the tale and close in on the king called truth.
私は私が真実に至るために物語を追うかもしれないけれど、あんたのために最後まで朗読する義理はないわ。意味はわかる？
Angel was willing to read the story aloud, but she could quit anytime if this witch made her mad. She was, in effect, warning the witch to not annoy her.
無論だ。絵本と称したが、私にとっては死に至る病への唯一の薬。そなたの介添えなくして飲むこともできぬもの。すなわち、総理強制だ。
あんたが寝入るまで私に本を朗読しろと。その代わり私にも読むことを許す。そういうことね。
そうだ。
Is that arm like that because she's supposed to be old in something?
Yeah.
引き受けてくれるならば、しばしの一時、私の朗読者に任ずる。
偉そうな役職名だけど、所詮はただの本読みでしょ。
私の朗読者であるということは、私の使いであるということ。すなわち、 そなたへの干渉は私への干渉。私はベアトリーチェの物語の続きを読みたいという唯一の興味をそなたをもてあそんだベルンカステルもラムダ・デルムロン、ベアトリーチェさえもそなたに対して一切の強制力を持つことは
This witch who seemed to have an almost divine quality to her spoke both quietly and forcefully. It was no threat in her words. However, even so, it was clear that she was on a different level than Berncastle and the other witches, and not at all to be taken lightly. So she's even higher level than them. See? Because she wrote a story, and she has become... It makes sense, because she's the only one of them that wrote an actual chapter. One or more actual chapter. Lambda and Berncastle do not write, they only read. They're voyagers, not creators.
So are you saying that Lambda Delta's chapter, so chapter 5, is not actually Lambda Delta's?
No, it's not. I'm saying... No, wait, isn't 5 wrote by her?
But Lambda Delta was the game master.
Butler now is the game master, but Butler didn't wrote this chapter.
So, then...
Butler didn't... Dawn has been written by her, and this is Dawn. And here, Butler is the game master. Being a game master is different from being the writer. There are two different things. The writer is act as an outsider, an observer. It's in an higher level. It's even another layer compared to the game layer and the pieces layer. It's even higher than both of them.
Remember that I told you that I saw this video that was very well done about the layers in Umineko?
Yeah.
And that video was like 5 minutes long.
It was just, how much long?
Like 5 minutes long, but it was just the game word expanding and the words on screen.
Yeah.
So nothing read, just words on screen and the word expanding.
Oh man. So, yeah, this witch here, the theater going witch is higher. It's a higher type of witch compared to Lambda and Burn, because Lambda and Burn can only read the chapters and understand them, but they cannot create a new chapter. Toya, let's call it like that because she doesn't have a witch name for now. Toya is a higher type of witch because she can create a chapter, and also it makes sense because judged by her type of witch, theater going, she can set up a theater to make you see the entire thing and to, you know, it's like you're watching a play. That if you write a play and you have the actors, you are an higher being compared to like the, I don't know, to actors themselves that play a part, but also an higher being compared to, I don't know, the people that works on the setup and stuff. Even higher, in an higher layer. I don't know if you understand what I mean. And then there's the public, which is a different layer, but you know what I mean. Let's talk about the stage play. There's a stage, the backstage, and then there's the writer of the play, and then there's the public. These are all different things, but the one that's at the topmost is probably the writer, because the writer did a thing that make everybody else work. Does it make any sense the way I'm telling it? I hope I'm clear.
I mean, I think so. I think so.
No, what I mean is, I hope I'm clear on the explanation. But
No, you are clear.
That
I think you are clear.
that explains all of that. So that's why I think she's even higher, and that. It's like compare Baron and Butler, Baron and Lambda to Butler and Butler to you and me, basically. You know the story, but it's not like you wrote one of the chapters of the game. I don't know shit, but it's not like so I don't know shit, so I am Butler. I can simply read, or NJ in this case, I can simply read story, but because I don't know anything. I may understand some stuff, but until I got to the truth, I don't understand shit. I don't know shit. So the thing is, if here in this live it would be Ryukishi, it would be comparable to Toya, basically.
Yeah. That's also why I'm pretty sure that she's
definitely a self-insert. Come on. And also the name and numbers following it, it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, Yukishi 07, and then she got her own nickname that I don't remember, but
yeah.
with the numbers, yeah. So I mean,
Itoikukuro. Just took me 3 times to say it.
it doesn't say it here. Itoi Kukuro, yeah, whatever that is. Itoi Kukuro and then numbers. So yeah, it would make sense like that. By the way.
本を読ませる代わりに私を保護してくれると。
Oh, you know what? Let me go to the bathroom.
How dare you?
all these explanation, I don't know. I talked a lot. I also drank a lot, so now I need to go.
Go. Oh god, chat, if you know, you know. I'm dying over here. I've been waiting for this for so long. And imagine, it's just that Pixel hasn't seen Higurashi either. Because I wonder what his reaction would have been if he had watched Higurashi first, and he actually met in Higurashi. I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm not taking risks. I mean, it's just a name at this point, but it's still a spoiler. I would still consider it a spoiler, so not taking no risks over here. But I'm having a field day right now. It's like I'm a child in a candy shop. So many things. I was dying when he was saying, "Oh yeah, it's like forgeries" at the beginning of this live. Oh yeah, it's all connected to the forgeries and stuff, and I was like, Toya. He hasn't met Toya yet.
Why you're laughing?
I was saying that when you were writing me, all of the things, like, oh, it's all connected to the forgeries. It's all because of the bottles, and I was like, it's Toya stuff. Oh god.
It's what? Sorry.
It's Toya stuff.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So
Because
I was reading all of that, and I was dying on the inside because I was like, "Oh my fucking god, are you serious right now?"
so I was right. I was right. Everything makes sense.
Oh my sweet summer child. Yes, of course, everything is correct.
I mean
over here.
that's what I can get for now, at least.
I mean, I could. mm, uh, sure. Let me say that I can validate your Bluetooth again, but I do have a little bit of a note to make, but I can't make it because it's something that I am thinking about, but I can't tell you.
But can you say what is that about? What part did I say that doesn't
No, it's just that
connect?
your your theory mixes the human side and the witch's side, because you're talking about the truth behind all of this, as if people have written the chapters, right? But you're also saying that the witches have written the chapters. So
Yeah, what by witches I mean a witch is none other than a person who understood how the chapter works, or a person that actually wrote an actual chapter. A person that wrote a chapter is an higher tier of witch because it made some of that world. A part of that world is also it's made by that person. A witch had only understood how the thing worked, and only understood the truth. It's not like it didn't create anything. It just understood how the truth of the chapters. By which I mean none other than that, someone that knows the truth.
So you're still vouching for the human side with this, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay, then, I can validate it.
vouching for the human side just means that's my human explanation.
Of course. The witch's explanation is the witches do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, basically yes. But I mean, it's more boring.
Yeah.
It's the easy answer. That's what I mean.
I see. Okay.
It's the easy answer. The voyage of
Yeah,
witches, what they call fragments, are none other than different stories or the different chapters. But any fragments could be any story at this point, for what I understood. Anyone that wrote something could be a witch in their own world.
Okay, I can validate your Bluetooth then.
Feel like there's something that I'm missing though. Am I?
Oh, you have no idea. You have no idea.
But can I just one question, can I know it right now?
No, you.
Do I have knowledge of what I'm missing or not?
It's not quite. Not quite. As in, you have all of the possible hints to understand, but of course the game hasn't just laid it out in front of you yet.
Okay. Yeah, but what I mean is, what I meant is, did I get an explanation of that thing? Of course. Yeah. I don't understand what I missed though. What would be the counterpoint to that? Because I thought
I wouldn't say that there's a counterpoint, but just that there are other truths that could be used instead of this one, or more things to be added to it. It's not complete. If
Okay.
you want to use it as a truth, it's not complete yet.
Well, I also have a question. Is there one single truth, or there could be, or could it be there's more than one? Apart the witches and human, I mean.
The truth is singular.
Hmm.
Like the true truth. Sorry for the.
Yeah. There's one
There's only one.
explanation. What I mean.
One single explanation.
Okay.
Inside that explanation, there are countless.
So inside the explanation, it could be, yeah, that's the human thing, or oh yeah, those are witches, basically. The same.
Depending on how you see it, depending on your point of view, depending if you have love or not,
Okay.
depending on your knowledge, depending on what you've lived. You and me could reach completely different things.
But the truth is one.
The truth is one.
Okay. But let's continue.
無論だ。私は朗読を望んでいる。それを邪魔する者は何人であれ。私の態度が横柄に感じるならば謝ろう。人の子よ。私はこれでもそなたに最大の敬意を持って語りかけている。
みたいね。その魔女らしい口調さえどうやらあんたの中では数百年ぶりに見せた敬意って感じがするわ。
そなたは本を読むとき本によろしくお願いしますと語りかけてから表紙をめくるか？
そういうことよね。理解したわ。
Just by agreeing to have a conversation with Angie, she was showing an incredible amount of respect and willingness to compromise. Angie shrugged, but she also nodded to show her consent.
いいわ。あんたの朗読者を引き受ける。あんたが私に同意を求めた時点で最大の敬意を表したことを理解したわ。
良き理解だ、人の子よ。
私の名はエンジェよ。人の子だかタケノコだか呼ぶのはやめて。
良いだろう。私が敬意を示すことの証にそなたの名を認めよう。
For her, acknowledging a human's name was like acknowledging the names of all the leaves scattered across the ground. So acknowledging Angie's name was a miracle. No, it was immensely good
これ
fortune.
よりそなた、後宮エンジェを感激の魔女、フェザリーノ・アウグストス・アウローラの巫女にして朗読者に任ずる。
Paydarin August Aurora.
Federico Augustus Aurora. Let's fucking go.
Oh, she has a
She's
cane.
a cane.
Okay.
Yeah.
The majestic witch of theater going, drama and spectating. She is tired of her life as 1,000 years and constantly repeats a cycle of life and death. In the past, she served as the master for numerous games and as the legendary witch, but her legend, glory, and memory have already disappeared into the past and been forgotten. Only the stolen medal she wears on her chest retain those memories. Oh, I was wondering about the medal, actually. Her horseshoe-shaped object floating around her eye is a memory aid device. It records her
There we
name,
go.
appearance, and other aspects of her personality. She is so old that she would not be able to preserve her own individuality without this. Oh, okay.
I remember that it was a device of some sort.
This is kinda... She's kinda like a goddess, basically. Compared to a normal witch. She's much... You can understand that she's much more powerful than any other witch you've seen before.
She's kinda like a legend. Or a myth, because her prime time is long gone.
Yeah, no, what I mean is, this is like, I don't know how to... she's an author, okay? and it's like she's a super famous author, because she is, and she's so famous that she's basically immortal.
Something like that. I could say that.
And you could basically consider it like a god, because I mean, if you consider, follow my reasoning, if you consider like a very famous author, let's talk about, I don't know, Arthur Conan Doyle, remaining on the mystery novel type detective things.
Oh, sorry. By the way,
What?
I think Sherlock Holmes would be illegal for the if you take into consideration the Knox Decalogue.
Oh yeah, no, Sherlock Holmes is super illegal. I know about
Sorry,
that.
this came to mind.
No, Sherlock Holmes is like super illegal. Yeah, I know. But
Yeah, sorry, you can continue.
that's because Sherlock Holmes is not really a mystery novel. It's like that. The more mystery novel is closest to like Agatha Christie. Agatha Christie is more a mystery novel like that. But just for the sake of it, let's talk about an author. And first one that comes to mind when you talk about detective, it's of course Sherlock Holmes. So let's take Arthur Conan Doyle. Arthur Conan Doyle is dead, of course, but everybody knows him. So his presence is still felt by people alive now. So it's kind of like this legendary figure that existed in the past, but it is kind of like he's still alive because his memories are still there, and that's how he's like immortal or something like that. Does it make any sense?
I think so.
You could consider this like that, probably. You consider Federico August Aurora like that.
You can call it Federin.
そなたが朗読を終えるまで、そなたの朗読を妨げようとするすべてのものに災いを与えよう。
When a witch of theater going Federin spoke these, Angel was wrapped in a bright light. Good night, Astra. Angel didn't feel any particular change herself, but she definitely had been given something that only non-humans could sense. It signified that from this point onward, Angel would be attached to the Witch of Theater going. That didn't mean that Angel would gain some sort of special power, but at the very least it probably meant that anyone wanting to cause her harm would first have to take on Federin herself.
あんたの名前随分と長いのね。ローマの偉人みたい。何と呼べば？
親しくない者はアウグストゥス・アウローラと呼ぶ。
私に敬意を示してくれたあんたに、私も敬意を示してフェザリーヌと呼ぶわ。
I respond in kind. Okay, Federin.
問題は
ない。病んだこの身には名を呼ばれることさえ噛みしめがいのある優越だ。人の子よ。
エンジェよ。私の
There we go.
そういうやりとりさえも心地よきかな。エンジェ、我が巫女よ。
See, she's like a god, a goddess, and Angel is her Miko, like her priestess. Angel accepted that role. She would observe this tale with the Witch of Theater going. The curtain was rising on the sixth tale. I wonder if Butter is not the POV in this chapter. I wonder who it's gonna be then. NJ, but she's gonna be in the game then. Oh no. At one time, only Beaton and her fellow witches had gathered in the smoking room to chat. Now, however, an unusually large number of people were present.
バトラーは一体どういうゲームを見せてくれるのかしらね。
それが退屈を忘れさせ、壊しがいあるものなら何でも歓迎よ。
お任せください、我が主。必ずや主の望まれる結果となる最善を尽くします。
ええ、そうしてね。前回のゲームではおかしな表情ばかり見せちゃったから、頬が歪んで変なシワにならないか不安だわ。
そんなことはありません。どんなおしわができようとも我が主の美貌は完璧です。
Oh, that expression is new.
Yeah.
ベルンがこんなにも楽しそうなんてね。本当にベアとのゲーム版は素晴らしいわ。そのゲーム版の主がもはや不在なのは悲しいことです。トラは死んで川を残す。ベアとも死んでゲームを残したわ。
チェスは残ってもその作者の名は残ってないわね。
あ、本当だ。ゲームの作者って不憫ね。それにしてもバトラさんは随分待たせるじゃないですか。第6のゲームの準備。ガートルード、バトラ教の準備はいかがです？
So this is before the marriage thingy.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. I remember being so confused when this chapter started for me. I was like, what? But what's the timeline of this? And then the game started.
What's the timeline of this? Yes.
Yes.
もうじきのことと知りたまえと奉る者なり。
待たせるってことはそれだけ自信作なんでしょうよ。前回我が主の前であれだけの恥をかかされたんです。是が非でも打ち破ってみせます。特にあんた、二度と無様を見せないでくださいよ。
奮起して望む者なりや。
Oh yeah, because last time she couldn't use the retro, and it wasn't even her fault.
Justice for Cornelia.
Yeah. The PvP game master Lambda Delta. I confirmed the Butler understood everything about Beatrice's game. However, in order to prove it, Butler would have to run this game by himself and carry it through completion. In other words, if Erika could crush this game of Butlers, she would in effect wipe away the dishonor of last game. Though Erika was chomping at the bit to get started, it was taking Butler quite some time to show himself. And there he is. Then a swarm of gold butterflies swelled out of nothing from a human shape. From the shape of that familiar dress, everyone immediately realized who it was. Oh, what? What?
おや、ベアトリーチェさんじゃないですか。てっきり前回死んで消えたとばかり。
Yeah, me too.
消えたのはプレイヤーのベアトよ。こいつは駒でしょ、バトラの。
駒ではあってもご本人と変わりありません。
Metasha gave an elegant curtsy as she appeared. His humble entrance was so vastly different from their usual high-pitched laugh that it created a sense of tension as they waited for the start of the sixth game to be announced at
お
last.
父様はもうじきお越しになられます。
Who are you and what did you do to Beatrice? What did you do, Beatrice?
どうかもうしばらくのお時間をお許しください。お父様、何それ？それが今回の思考？
Not only had Beatrice started talking in a usually polite manner, she had also used the word father, probably referring to Butler. For an instant, everyone was stunned into silence, but they quickly realized that this was part of something bigger, and they grinned. Beatrice wasn't the type who could keep this could keep up this kind of act for long. It would probably fall apart in a few seconds, leaving her laughing and crackling rudely at everyone. Erika, who was itching for a fight, went for Beatrice almost at once.
まさかあの無能のバトラさんがあなたのゲームの真相に至るなんて。お父様なればこそ深淵を理解されたのでしょう。さすがだと思います。
The worst thing that could happen to her.
しかしあんたもラッキー。バトラがゲームマスターになれなかったら二度と復活できなかったんですよ。まったく悪運が強いと言いますか。
悪運？
まあいずれにせよ前回の借りはきっちり返させてもらいますので。
あんたというバトラの妄想幻想きっちり消し去って忘却の深淵に叩き落としてやりますから。
私もミスミスやられるわけには参りません。そのお手柔らかによろしくお願いいたします。
Yeah, like that's gonna happen.
Oh, Beato.
But his point, everyone realized that something weird was going on. There was no doubt that the face, the dress, and the hair was all Beatrice's. However, her expression was different. Even though she had Beato's face, Beato would never show anyone an expression like that.
誰よあんた。
There was a heavy silence. Lambdetta spoke for everyone there. First, Beato wore a smiling yet confused expression. However, when she realized that the mood had gone suddenly steep, her expression finally darkened as she hung her head.
あんた誰です？
ベアトリーチェ教とお見受けしていますが違うのですか？
When Blano was forced to ask despite the rudeness of the question, that was how much this woman who appeared to be Beato was not.
皆さんの期待されるベアトリーチェとは違うでしょうか？
あんた何言ってんの？まさかとは思いますが記憶喪失とかなんとか言い出すんじゃないでしょうね。
私はまだ生まれたばかりですので記憶は何もありません。ですが皆さんの期待されるベアトリーチェになれるよういろいろと勉強を。
ベアト、部屋にいるように言ったはずだ。
Otto's voice came out of nowhere. His tone was very slightly cold. Better expression looked like that of a young girl being scolded.
Wow.
With a swirl of gold butterflies, Butler appeared. His dignified bearing and appearance were fitting for the ruler of this game. However, his expression was gloomy, and his gaze was directed at
部屋
Beato.
に戻れ。ここはお前のいる場所でない。
私は少しでもお父様のお役に立ちたくて。
部屋へ戻れ。
He spoke both softly and forcefully, but it didn't leave her any room for debate. Beto hung her head and cursed as she prepared to leave the
そ
room.
れから、
はい、お父様。
俺の名はバトラだ。二度と他の呼び方をするな。
はい。
Beto melted into a swarm of butterflies and disappeared. This was the first part of the tale with Butler as the game master. The witches all had expected him to come forward with some flashy big developments, so they were all fairly confused. Their mouths were still hanging open.
変わった趣向ね。
失礼した。今のは忘れてほしい。
うまいこと言ってまた北風対応作戦みたいに印象操作して何かを煙に巻こうって魂胆でしょう。
何かあったのですか？
気にするな。お前たちには関係のないことだ。
そうなら関係ないってことだわ。さあバトラー早く新しいゲームを始めてちょうだい。
Is that how he sees Beatos now, and he cannot create her as she was before, she appeared before?
We'll see.
Of course, I was not gonna get an answer, but I still have to ask.
I remember there being an explanation on these, of course. Let's see if I remember correctly.
もう待たされすぎちゃって退屈してたんだから。
ああ、第6のゲームを始めよう、エリカ。そしてベルンカステル。これが俺の物語であり、俺がベアトの真相に至ったことの証明だ。ラムダデルタ、それを仙台ゲームマスターとして見届けてくれ。
楽しみにしてるわ。タイトルは？
ドン、黄金の魔女の夜明けだ。
すぐに沈む冬の太陽だけれどね。
もちろんです、我が主。すぐに引きずり下ろしてご覧に入れます。タイトルだけはグッドです。そこだけは褒めましょう。
気に入ってもらえてよかった。では始めよう。これより第6のゲームを開始する。
Bartek solemnly announced the start of the game, compared to his fired-up attitude at the end of the last game when he and Erika had sworn to settle everything the next time. He was extremely quiet now.
エンジェ、ベアとの様子があまりにこれまでと違うな。
私も驚いてるわ。何が何だかさっぱりよ。それ以前になんでベアトが蘇ってるのかさっぱりだわ。さっき読ませてもらったけど、前回の物語の最後で死んで消え去ったんじゃなかったの？
この世界での死は2つある。1つはコマとしてゲーム版より取り除かれること。これはゲームにおける死でしかなく、仕切り直せば何度でも蘇る命だ。
だから魔女たちはその命を奪うことにあまりに無慈悲なわけよね。
It's a halo thingy that makes her... It's a memory device that helps her remember who she is, basically. But it's a halo thingy. They're not horns. I know they look like horns. I also thought they were horns at the beginning. To the Witch players, the lives of those characters who appear on the game board are no different from pieces on a chessboard that take other pieces and get taken. After all, these pieces will be set up again when the next game starts.
マリアにおける作太郎がその駒の最たるものであっただ。
作太郎がお姉ちゃんの駒？
Yes, that does make sense. On the game board that represents the inside of the Onecha's head, Sakutaro certainly does exist, and is a piece which always stays by their side, though he's nothing more than a stuffed animal in the real world. On Ancient's game board, he is a full piece, no different from any other piece.
でもどうかしら。魔女のゲームの駒なら簡単に生き返らせることができるんでしょう。でもお姉ちゃんの世界では作太郎は蘇ることができなかった。
世界でたった一つのぬいぐるみというよりしろが失われたからだ。
That has been explained.
だから駒の存在条件が崩れ、マリアのゲーム版では復活することができなかった。そなたがその存在条件を再び満たしてやったからこそ、作太郎はゲーム版に蘇ることができたのではないか。
It would be like you lost the actual chess piece, and you cannot find it.
確かに。
Marionation was only unable to revive him because she had lost the stuffed animal that was his vessel. If, like my family on Beto's game board, she had need a vessel for him, she would have been able to revive him as often as she
そう
wanted.
ね。確かに作太郎はお姉ちゃんの駒かもしれないわ。少なくともよりしろが無事である限り何度でも蘇れる存在だわ。
そう、よりしろが無事である限り何度でも蘇ることができる。それが駒の命というものだ。
それがこの世界での死における一つ目。もう一つは
ゲーム版の外の存在の死だ。作太郎の話で続けるなら、この場合はマリアの死だ。
駒じゃなく本当のお姉ちゃんの死ね。
死だけではない。興味や関心の喪失でも同じだ。マリアがぬいぐるみ遊びを卒業すれば、ゲームのプレイヤーとしてのマリアは死ぬ。さながらテレビに飽きてスイッチを切るかのように簡単にあっさりと。
なるほど。つまりプレイヤーとしてのベアトは前回までのゲームで勝利を完全に諦めたので死んで消え去ったわけね。ならつまりベアトが再びお兄ちゃんに勝てるつもりになって戻ってきたら生き返るってことだわ。
理屈ではそうだ。人も魔女も神さえも。 興味と関心を失えばいつでも死ねる。そしてそれを取り戻せばいつでもよみがえれる。しかし神の世界には時間の概念がないから、いつよみがえるも自在だが、矢のごとく時が過ぎ去る人の世ではそれは容易ではないな。
そうね。一日のずる休みならともかく、3日もサボると学校に行くのがものすごく億劫になるわ。
それが1ヶ月、1年、10年、それこそ魔女の世界のように1000年にも及んだら。
なるほど。ずる休みもそれだけになればもはや社会における死ね。それだけの長い間死んでいたら、社会的な遅れを取り戻せないだけじゃなく、当時のモチベーションだって絶対に蘇らないわ。それはつまり、命があっても一度死んだのと同じことだわ。二度と元の自分には戻れない。蘇れない。
ベアとは勝てる道理も希望、それを知りつつ気づかぬふりをし、あれだけのゲームを戦ってきたのだ。だからもうベアとは戻らない。彼女の希望はついえた。気を取り直して再び戦う気力のすべてをもう費やしている。だからあのベアトリーチが蘇ることは二度とない。
I was gonna say I don't believe that for a second, but now
The game knows.
she's never gonna be back.
That
No.
Beato.
For real?
It's set in red. I was about to say, the only rule that the game is really good at implanting in your head is that you can only trust the red.
She's dead.
That Beato is dead.
Dead?
She's never gonna revive. Yeah, that Beato is never gonna revive.
I feel like there's a catch here. The Beto just sat around the whole time with empty eyes in the 5th game. Must have been her corpse. She had managed to remain on the game board despite it all, but then even that corpse was wiped away. If Beto had been the game master at that time instead of Lambda Delta, the game board itself would have vanished at that moment and everything would have ended. Come to think of it, Beto started to lose the will to fight back near the end of the 4th game. When Beto loses her will to fight, the world of this game disappears. However, the witches wanted to keep playing this game board world, so Lambda Delta bound Beto in a place with the curse of that shackle. She used that shackle to make sure that the game board wouldn't disappear, even if Beto did lose the will to fight. In chess, it would be the equivalent of removing the set time limit for each turn, making it endless. However, simply having the game endlessly paused on Beto's turn would cause the witches to die from their illness of boredom. That's why Lambda Delta took the position of Game Master. Starting then, Beto's existence was no longer one of the conditions necessary for the game to exist. That's probably why the shackles binding her to the game board were released. And that explains why she disappeared in the 5th game.
お兄ちゃんはベアトに真相にたどり着いたことを一つゲームが遅かったということね。
第5のゲームなどラムダデルタの慈悲だ。バトラの絶対に真相にたどり着きたいという信念に絶対の魔女が慈悲を示しただけのこと。
But can Beato not peace, so from outside the game, revive somehow? Not necessarily the one that was in the game, but another one.
Who knows?
I mean... Is this game gonna be all made to revive Beato somehow.
Not gonna reply him.
I mean, it's called Dawn of the Golden Witch.
Sorry, just to add more fuel to the fire. Is it okay if we stop here?
Yes, it's not a problem. You wanna stop here? There's a reason?
No. No, it's just because I would like to
Rest?
enjoy the rest of the beginning of the game, because the game is gonna be a mess and I'm kind of tired. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. That's not a problem.
We have played a little bit.
I mean, we have played for like 1.5
2
so
hours
yeah.
and a half. That's our median time, honestly.
Usually, yes. Okay, everyone.
A lot of things have happened.
A lot of things have happened. I said a lot of things also today, so yeah. I hope I'm at least right for some part, because if I'm not, I don't know where to go. This is the hugest thing that I've ever theorized until now, I think.
Oh, you have said pretty hefty things before. It's just that you don't know yet.
Because I can't know, probably, but yeah.
No, it's too early.
But yeah,
Don't
this
worry,
is the.
I'm gonna.
But this is my only big explain thing for everything until now. So yeah.
Good job. I like it.
And it's the truth I can see now, at least.
Yeah, that's understandable. That's also very in-game of you.
Yeah, that's why I said it like that.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone. Thank you for being here. I'll see you in a bit, PixelBit. Next stream is gonna be in 2 days. There's gonna be more Mortal Slice. What about you?
Same in 2 days. I'm gonna play Silent Hill F, finally.
More Yukishi, because not enough Yukishi in this
Not
world.
enough, no.
Okay, everyone, have a good night and bye-bye.
Bye.